Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. We're back with another marathon today. I'm super excited. Nick, a subscriber, has decided to sponsor a marathon of Thin Lizzy. I'm so happy that we get to do another marathon of Thin Lizzy, only of Thin Lizzy. So I'm gonna talk about the songs we're gonna cover today. But first of all, of course, thank you so much, Nick, for sponsoring the marathon, for helping out the channel, and every one of you guys, you know, have supported us from the start. And Thin Lizzy were very early on, you know, being requested and talked about. So I'm super happy to get back at them. Also, yesterday I did this amazing marathon of Gary Moore, who was, of course, part of Thin Lizzy for a while. So I don't know if Nick was aware that I was going to release that Gary Moore marathon. I don't think so, but it was just a smash hit. It was just so good, and I've always loved everything Thin Lizzy related. So without further ado, here are the songs that we're gonna listen today. The first one is Cowboy Song from Jailbreak, the album, 76. Then we're going to do two from the same album, Johnny the Fox. We're going to do Johnny and Rocky. This album is from 76 as well. Okay, wow. Then Renegade from the album Renegade 81. And we're going to finish it up with The Holy War, Thunder and Lightning 83. So what I love about Thin Lizzy so much is it's, you know, the vocals are amazing. The dual guitars, just that heavy metal, you know, aspect that it does have, you know. And I don't think they get credited enough in like bands like, you know, Judas Priest or Black Sabbath or Iron Maiden as the creators, you know, of heavy metal. I guess maybe because they're not British. I got my Canadian shirt on today that we got in Montreal. Again, thanks again so much to Frank and Alex who walked us through Montreal, and we got those shirts and we got some stuff. Look at this. Isn't that nice? I wish it was a little bit higher, but I guess I have to set higher. But yeah, so well, let's get into the music, you know, and I hope you guys enjoy. So we're gonna start it off with Cowboy Song, and here they are. Here we go. Let's have fun.
I am just a cowboy, lonesome on the trail. A starry night, a campfire light. The coyote call and the howling winds wail. So I'll ride out to the old sundown. Looking back, it seems so strange. Roll me over and turn me around. Let me keep spinning till I hit the ground. Roll me over and let me go. Right near the rodeo. I was took in Texas. I did not know her name. Lord, all these southern girls, they seem the same. Down below the border, in a town in Mexico, I got my job busting broncs for the rodeo. Roll me over and turn me around. I'll turn around.
I just love Thin Lizzy is so good. The dual guitar, the solos, the breakdown here, boom, 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 with some palm muting. It's just fantastic. You know, it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th album, Jailbreak. I mean, wow. They already had 7 albums at that time. That's amazing. You know, so yeah. I mean, everything about this band is just excellent, excellent. The vocalist is I love that guy, that guy's voice. And just the leads, it's just like it's always unexpected, and even though it's a specific style, it never gets old. That's what I like about Thin Lizzy. You know, I mean, yeah. And the covers, man. The cover art is so good. Let's continue.
And I'll move my fingers up and down, up and down. It's okay, amigo, just let me go. Riding in the rodeo.
Awesome. It's just like I love that the harmonies, and they're being like played in thirds, you know. That was basically, and it's so crazy because now, like, among metal fans and musicians, they call it the Iron Maiden sound, and it's not. Like, Iron Maiden, I guess, just made it more popular, but it's more like the Thin Lizzy, and I'm sure there's other bands who did it before Thin Lizzy, to play in that specific, you know, the note and then the third note of that note, you know, together in harmony, and that gives that sound. And it's just amazing. I love it. And yes, it sounds very 80s, and bands don't do it anymore, but it works, man. I love it. I mean, every time I hear that, you know, a melody being played in thirds, I get like literally shivers, like not shivers, I get like goosebumps. That's what I want to say, shivers. I mean, it's just like, it just sounds really freaking cool. And yeah, so let's continue with more Thin Lizzy. Johnny, this is, let's see, so this is the same year, 76, and then they came out with another album in 76. Wow. So they were like busy. They were busy working. Johnny the Fox. Well, we're gonna listen to the opener and then the second song. I'm just gonna bleed it. I'm just gonna let it run. I'm gonna play Johnny and let it bleed into Rocky. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, and boom. Also that palm muting.
cure a daily need. Didn't mean to shoot the God, but he was blinded by the greed. Oh Johnny, oh Johnny, oh Johnny, oh Johnny. See that nun? She's his sister. She doesn't know that he's gone bad. When they told her to his papa, it drove the old man mad. Just like his mama warned him from a dying bed. It's alright to lose your heart, but never lose your head. Oh Johnny, oh Johnny, oh Johnny, oh Johnny. Look out! Now the cops have got him surrounded, and he doesn't stand the hope. He wonders how he could be in so much trouble over just a little dough. About to one, he gets away. That's the odds I'm gonna give. 5 to 4, they blast him away. 3 to 1, he's gonna live. Oh Johnny, oh Johnny, oh Johnny, you better run. Oh Johnny, oh Johnny. Back in the alley where he was slain, thought I heard something move. Beside the trash can lay a heart and chain. The picture had been removed. Just another junkyard juice, looking for a bed. It's alright to lose your heart, but never lose your head. Oh Johnny, oh Johnny, oh Johnny, oh Johnny. Look out!
Okay. That crybaby, man. I love it. I thought the one song was gonna go into the other, but there was a fade out. I love this dum 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 dum, and that's done. I know most of you guitar players know this. Palm muting is like when you play with a pick, but your palm is muting the strings. So instead of like jin 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 jin, when you put your palm on those strings, like dum 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 dum, it gives like this muted sound, and with the distortion, it just sounds super epic. And thousands of bands have done it since. You know, I mean, they I don't know if I'm pretty sure Thin Lizzy was not the first band to do it, but because this was like done in the 60s and 50s, and I don't know, very very early with electric guitar, but it just sounds so good. Like, and it depends on the distortion you use, of course, but great solos here again. Just very catchy. What I love about Thin Lizzy is that every song is very catchy and memorable, and like is like ready for radio. You know, that's what I like. It's not so. I can't say that about Metallica songs or Iron Maiden songs. This is a way more catchier, groovier a style of music. You know, and I know I compare them so much with Iron Maiden because for me, that's what they sound like, a lot. And I'm sure that Steve Harris and Dave Murray and Adrian Smith and, Iron Maiden, the whole like band was very, very, very much inspired by Thin Lizzy. I'm sure, like, you can just hear it. Okay, Rocky is the next tune. Let's check out Rocky. Here we go.
Guitar licks. He knows all the tricks to pull the chicks. Just have a chance every way he rips. Come on, Rocky, take me to the night. The neon streets are shining bright. All them queens, you bring the light. That cocky Rocky, his belts are so tight. It's the stage, the show begins. Dressed in black to make him thin. His teeth they flash, and when he grins, sail away Rocky, the note it bends.
What a great riff. So good, man. Oh man. Everything. This also, the dual solo was awesome. Like literally, that's more Judas Priest. Like Judas Priest plays solos together. Sometimes like in thirds or like just the octave lower. But you don't hear that a lot in other bands. I've heard it here with Priest, and I guess that's it. Like usually with newer bands, when they're like keyboards and electric guitar, they do dual guitar solos or like solos, but like this, not very often. Okay, so this next track is from Renegade 81. So this is a little bit longer, and I'm sure they changed their sound from this, 70s, to 81. There is a huge, change in sound in a lot of bands. Like Judas Priest, they started in the mid 60s, 70s, sorry. And then in the 80s, they changed completely. And then in the 90s, they got super heavy. Like they're literally one of the heaviest bands that I know, called heavy metal without getting out of the genre. And I'm so happy because we're gonna see on Alexa's birthday, we were gonna see so the first day is Ozzy Osbourne. No, sorry, AC/DC. Wait a minute, I totally lost. It's Guns N' Roses and Iron Maiden, which is kind of crazy because I've seen videos of like Axl Rose, speak like talking crap about Iron Maiden. So okay, that's 40 years ago, and then Ozzy Osbourne and Guns N' Roses we're gonna play. Or no, I'm sorry, Ozzy Osbourne and AC/DC. So, but Ozzy Osbourne left, like he can't do it because he doesn't feel right now, like he doesn't feel up to touring, which is totally understandable. So Judas Priest is gonna come in, so we're gonna see Judas Priest and AC/DC on the same day. I've never seen them live. I can't believe it. I've seen Guns N' Roses, I've seen Iron Maiden, and then the next day, the third day, is going to be Metallica and Tool. So I've never seen those either, and together it's going to be insane. We're going to be deaf, I guess, for a week. But yeah, here we go with Renegade Thin Lizzy. Let's see how much they changed, or maybe they didn't. And then after that, Thunder and Lightning. Let's see.
He's just a boy that has lost his way. He's a rebel that has fallen down. He's a fool that's blown away. To you and me, he's a renegade. He's a clown that we put down. He's a man that doesn't fit. He's a king, but not in this town. To you and me, he's a renegade. But he is a king when he's on his own. He's got a mic, and that's his throne. And when he reigns, he's like the wind. To you and me, he's a renegade. He's just a boy that has lost his sights. Check it out. Check his face. Look in his eyes. They're so sly. I wonder why he cries from the inside. I wonder why he's a renegade. Oh please, I'm on my begging bended knees. Oh please, please heed my call. He's just a boy that has lost his way. He's just a boy, that's all.
So good, man. Fuck. Oh my god, I was like, what is going on? I think it's somebody showering or something. Okay, this was an amazing track. Just the whole feeling, the solos, man, it's just like such feel good music, man. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna talk about more about the band because this is so loud. Look at this. I mean, the microphone is picking up everything. Here we go.
Chosen, we are one. We are frightened of no one, and no one will win this war. This is the way, this is the law. All the visions shown before you, all the kingdoms and the thrones, all are yours if you bow before me and adore me. Chosen, we are one. We are frightened of no one, and no one will win this war. This is the way, this is the law.
So good. That solo was so freaking good, man. I love this band. Like they always have something, like when they're playing, it's always like, oh, okay, like, you know, there's always some kind of lick or riff in there that kind of surprises you, catches you off guard. That's what I love this band. Every time we do a reaction, or I've done a reaction to Thin Lizzy, I get thrown off by some kind of weird rhythm change or timing or just a lick that I haven't heard before. It's really, really amazing what these guys, and I can't believe that they're still so underrated. Even in the description, you know, in the description of the band, it says that they're still underappreciated. I don't know if it's their management or if it was because they're from a certain region, you know, or I don't know. Like it's mind boggling that these guys are not, you know, up there with these legendary bands, you know, like Priest and Maiden and stuff like that. It's crazy that bands that have half the talent than Thin Lizzy are up there, you know, with these legendary bands. It's like, I don't understand. I don't know if somebody could explain that to me. But and so it looks like their 7th album was like, it had like all these hits: Cowboy Song, Jailbreak, The Boys Are Back in Town, then Whiskey in the Jar. Even Metallica covered that, you know. So it's just crazy. Thin Lizzy is top notch, top tier. We just saw like this really funny video, and we recorded it, where like these guys are like rating Steely Dan videos and Steely Dan albums, and they're all like S tier instead of like A, B, C above, you know, is S tier. So yeah, this band is definitely S tier for me, you know. So you know, every song brings something special to the table. I love the lyrics. I love the rhythm guitar, the palm muting, the dual like harmony guitar. It's so good. Everything about this, the drumming, the bass, it's just a fantastic band. And I'm gonna add one more song to it, but I'm gonna have to like pause the video. I want to see like what's like one that I haven't done, and then we can you know, add one more. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have an idea. So I couldn't really find, I was gonna play something from the first album, but I don't know, you know. I'm gonna go with Whiskey in the Jar. I've heard the Metallica version only, so I think this would be a cool, and I know we have not reacted to this because I would remember a name like Whiskey in the Jar, because I'm so familiar with by Metallica. So this is my first reaction to the original, you know, Whiskey in the Jar by Thin Lizzy. And let's see what album this is from. 72, okay. And then album number, give me 1 second, album number. Let's see here. This is a good idea. Second album. Oh, so yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted the first album, but hey, there was almost all the songs were like really like, I didn't listen to them, but they had no like plays, so I didn't want to like play you guys anything that wasn't really good. So 83 million. I'm sure we're gonna get some new spectators, even, you know. So if you're new to the channel because of this, welcome. Okay, here we go. Whiskey in the Jar, first time.
You swore that you loved me, never would you leave me. But the devil take that woman, for you know she treat me easy. But she ring, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Wait for my daddy, oh. Wait for my daddy, oh. There's whiskey in the jar, oh. And I never knew the danger. For about 6 or maybe 7, in one Captain Farrell, I jumped up, fired up my pistols, and I shot him with both barrels. Mushering, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Wait for my daddy, oh. Wait for my daddy, oh. There's whiskey in the jar, oh. Now some men like the fishing, and some men like the fowling, and some men like to hear a cannonball rolling. But me, I like sleeping, especially in my mileage chamber. But here I am in prison. Here I am with a ball and chain, yeah. Much a ring, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. Wait for my daddy, oh. Wait for my daddy, oh. There's whiskey in the jar, oh. And I got drunk on whiskey, oh. And I love
Very good, man. Very different. I remember Metallica's version. Not really like I haven't heard it in years. So, but I guess there was a video, and it was like a big deal. And that's so cool that they covered such an old song from Thin Lizzy. And but I really love this version. A lot of guitar playing. It sounded older, you know, the recording, but it has aged very, very good. I mean, this is 71. If you think about it, this is literally like 2 years after Led Zeppelin released their first album. So they were already like doing their thing. Oh, wait, 72. So still, you know, it's very, very early, and to be playing that kind of music at that time, and not being progressive, you know, and more being like straightforward rock, that's cool. So guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. this marathon of Thin Lizzy. Let me know in the comment section which is your favorite tune, Thin Lizzy. What do you make of the comparisons that I made to Judas Priest and Iron Maiden? I think they're all very different in the end, you know, when you listen to Iron Maiden or when you listen to Judas Priest. I mean, they have their things in common, you know, like the dual twin guitar, but that's basically it. I think the riffing and the bass playing and the drumming and even the vocal styles, you know, if you compare Rob Halford or Bruce Dickinson, they're very different to him as well. So he's more, he doesn't do the falsettos, he doesn't do the operatic stuff, but he doesn't need to. I think he has a very cool voice, and that's just very unique to this band, you know. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much, Nick, for, you know, supporting the channel with your request. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.